Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Press the Action Button podcast here on the Doom Dog YouTube channel. As always, I am your host, Josh. With me is Eric. Say hello.
How's it going?
And we're wrapping up E3 in a much more timely manner than the last time we did in 2019, where we did it like months afterward.
I just want to point out that each time it is my fault, so.
I wasn't throwing around blame, but okay.
That's alright.
So, first up was Ubisoft, and this was trash.
Yeah, very much.
Very
trash.
So, I can tell, I don't know that much about the Rainbow Six series, but I'm pretty sure none of the other games have aliens in them.
No, I mean, I used to be really big on Rainbow Six back in the day, and I remember Rainbow Six Vegas in particular. Man, I played the shit out of that game, but yeah, the new one, the one they showed, I was like, okay.
Yeah. Do you remember a few years ago they announced a game, a Rainbow Six game that was supposed to be some kind of virus strain?
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, for some unexplained reason, they decided that having a video game out about a virus probably wasn't a good idea.
I can't imagine why.
Neither can I. But they switched it to from virus thing to aliens, and they look like the molded from Resident Evil 7.
Yeah. Yeah, they looked really stupid.
I saw this, I was like, this is a spin-off of Resident Evil. But it can't be a spin-off of Resident Evil because it's Ubisoft.
Right. I mean, I will say, I guess it didn't look bad. I will say that. It didn't look bad. It was unexpected, and it didn't remind me of a Rainbow Six game so much. I actually just pulled up some gameplay of it. I mean, it's just a standard team-based shooter with aliens, but it's like, who's not doing that right now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, this, if they didn't tell me it was Rainbow Six, I never would have guessed that it was Rainbow Six.
No. One thing that's funny about every Rainbow Six game that's ever announced is Ubisoft, they always show a trailer, and the teams are always like these, like, super cohesive, like, you feel like they're actual, like, fucking soldiers, right?
Yeah.
Play the game, and then if you ever play Rainbow Six, like, it's just fucking nothing like that.
Yeah. Let's see, what else did we get at this show? We got a new open world extreme sports game because the last time they did that with Steep, it went oh so well.
Yeah, I believe that game was like $10 in the bargain bin a month after it came out or something.
Yeah, it's called Riders Republic, and it does have all the stuff that Steep had with, you know, the snowboarding, the wind glide, the wingsuits and all that shit, the skiing.
Yeah, once again, like, I mean, it didn't look terrible. Like, if you like those types of games, I mean, I guess, like, okay, it's kind of funny that everything's an open world now, you know, even like, oh, like, we have to have a mountain racing game that's an open world, but I don't know. It didn't look bad, but it's just kind of like if you picture in your mind what a Ubisoft open world extreme sports racing game would be like, that's exactly what it is. Like, that's the only way I can think to put it.
Yeah. That is the problem with Ubisoft games in general. It's like, if you could picture what a Ubisoft open world spy thriller is, yeah,
Yep.
You can picture that. If you could picture what a Ubisoft medieval combat open world game is, yeah, you can picture that too.
Right, yeah, it's just like, you know exactly what the game is. You can almost play the game in your mind and have just as much fun because you know exactly what the fuck it is, right?
Yeah, it's because they have a formula. And they have done that formula to death with both Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. And
Yeah.
I have played those series and enjoyed them in the past. I don't want to shit on them.
No, I mean, I will say that I'm excited for Far Cry. I love Far Cry. Absolutely love Far Cry. I don't like, as awesome as the last Far Cry game was from a gameplay and location, I didn't like the story at all.
Are you talking about New Dawn or
The
5?
5, it was like in like Montana or something. Like, I was like, oh, finally an American one, like, you know, in the out west or whatever. Like, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. Like, in the world was cool, but like the story is just it's so fucking bad.
Yeah, I remember there's a character in it that said the phrase Obama loving libtards, and I remember GameSpot put out a video that focused specifically on this line and how much it bothered them.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
It's like, grow up, dude.
But like, yeah, the story, like, you know, it's like, you know, not to get off track much, but it's like, you know, an evil, you know, religious cult guy. I'm like, all right, I see where this is going. Like, it doesn't take a genius to figure that one out.
Yeah.
But Far Cry 6 looks cool. I just don't understand. Like, they announced that game like a week before E3. Like, why not save the reveal for your fucking conference? I mean,
Yeah.
of course, everyone knew it existed.
Yeah,
but it's like
they're gonna make a new Far Cry game.
Yeah, but it's also misleading because the trailers would have you believe, like, if any trailer you watch, like, you see the main character's a girl, but like in the game you can pick,
Yeah.
you know, male or female character, but like it seems to me like they're trying to get people to pick a certain one because that's who they keep showing in the trailer. I'm like, all right, well, I can pick who.
Yeah, it kind of gives you a little bit of a woke vibe, but then you're like,
Yeah.
But this also really, really feels anti-communist because watch that story segment we got at Ubisoft's press conference and tell me it's not about Cuba.
I mean, if they would have named this Far Cry 6 Death to Commies, like, I would have pre-ordered it immediately.
Yeah, tell me that didn't have serious Cuba vibes. Tell me you didn't get the feeling like this guy is meant to represent Fidel Castro.
No, like, I think so, and I think it's like it's either Cuban inspired or it's like a Republic or something. I don't remember, but I know it's inspired. But the only thing about it that one of the things, like, watching the trailer, it's like they look like they went kind of goofy with the guns. Like, there's like the jetpack that shoots rockets out of it or whatever. It looks like Boba Fett. Or I'm like,
Yeah.
But you can get like a little wiener dog with with wheelchair legs or something. So that looks awesome.
Yeah, that's adorable, and I love that.
You can get a pet crocodile. So I mean, that doesn't sell you. I don't know what does.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for it. It looks pretty good, but I saw a lot of people picking at the character models in this, saying they don't look all that good. I don't know if you agree or not, but I saw a lot of people saying that when discussing this conference.
I don't know if I don't fully agree, but I will say that for Far Cry 6, the brand new Far Cry that you're going to play on your Xbox Series X if you're me, or your PS5.
If you can actually get one.
Right, if you're one of the I mean, luckily I was able to get a Series X, but I love it, by the way. But you would expect it to look better, I will say that.
Yeah.
But I think people don't understand, a lot of people don't seem to understand this, is that these games have been in development for so fucking long for previous gen.
Yeah.
You know, they're being enhanced to look good for next gen, but we don't have many games that are just strictly made for next gen. So you're going to see some of these games coming out for a while that still have a next gen shine, but they're not there.
Yeah, the very few that we do just look stunning. I mean, Look how good the new Ratchet and Clank looks. Oh my God, that game is gorgeous.
It looks like you're playing a Pixar movie. Like, it looks absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and they've been steadily heading that way since the PlayStation 2. Insomniac has.
Yeah. I would expect with the next Far Cry will be ground up next gen. It'll look unreal, but I mean, I don't think this one looks bad. I just think that people are kind of like, oh, it should look insane, but I think you just have to kind of think development wise, you know.
Yeah.
At their conference, that was the only thing for me. I mean, unless you really love Avatar, or if you're like the one person.
I was gonna get to that, but that was how they ended their fucking conference with Avatar. Which, when did Avatar come out?
Oh God,
It's been more than a decade.
let's see. Hold on, Avatar. When did Avatar? 2009.
Jesus Christ, it's been 11 years.
It's been 11 years.
Like, and this isn't a movie from 2009 or whatever that you hear a lot of people talking about nowadays. Like people go, oh yeah, that movie existed, and that's the full extent of the conversation that most people have about it.
You know, whenever I always just get that whenever I see anybody talk about Avatar, they go, "Oh, Fern Gully," like, you know, live action Fern Gully.
Yeah.
Or they'll say, you know, make fun of Unobtainium, which was a great name. I'll give him that one.
Or live action Fern Gully, or Dances with Wolves in Space.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, on a side tangent, I don't think that movie deserves the hate that it gets, but it wasn't the greatest thing ever, but there are plenty of worse movies.
Yeah.
But
it's just kind of forgettable if you look back on it and you're like, why did that become the number one movie?
Yeah, I mean, marketing, 3D, like, Cameron is brilliant, you know, in how he promotes a movie and how many theaters he can get it into and how he can get people to want to watch it. I don't understand why he's only Avatar now. I don't think anyone gives a shit anymore. You know, it was just like that fad that came and passed.
Yeah. He's
the game, like,
promising sequels to it forever.
Yeah, now they're supposed to, 2022 or 3 or 4, who the fuck knows.
Maybe the intention was that this game would get trailers or whatever alongside an upcoming movie. Maybe that was the intention.
Yeah, they're probably hoping for some hype there, but there's no hype for a video game of Avatar. You don't even have the movie out. You know, the game will be out before the movie. I fucking promise that.
Yeah. We got updates on Rainbow Six Siege, which has been out for 6 years. And then we got updates on the new Assassin's Creed, the Valhalla.
Yeah, the expansion. Which it definitely seems Assassin's Creed is going to be every other year now, which is cool. I mean,
which is better for the series, I think.
Yeah, I thought I read something. There's hints that the next one is going to be maybe in China or Japan or something. I don't know if it's the same. Like, I know we were texting about the new one. You know, I've played it. I put some hours into it. I can't get into it. It's not Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Yeah, put the stealth back into it, please.
Oh, yeah, Jesus, there's none. It's an Ubisoft game. I mean, through and through, it's an Ubisoft game. It's the same combat, the same world, all the little, you know, when you zoom out of the world and you see all your little things that you have to go collect, it's just like, Jesus.
Yeah.
But
Assassin's Creed doesn't need to be any more than about 30 hours, I think.
Yeah. What do they have? They had Just Dance, of course. They had Just Dance.
But I got sad news for everybody. It is not coming to the Wii.
Right. Yeah. You remember when people would have parties for that game, right? With the Wii, and people would come over, people would party for Just Dance.
Yeah, that's why they kept promoting it at E3. It sells well every year.
Mm-hmm.
To people that aren't us.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they show it, but as a conference, this was just, God, it was so lame.
Yeah. The one kind of surprising thing is they're making a sequel to that tactical turn-based Mario Rabbids RPG game. Yeah.
I never played it.
I never played it, and I was kind of automatically put off because the rabbits are just annoying.
Yeah, I kind of like the rabbits. Kind of like them. They kind of remind me of kind of asshole minions.
Yeah, I've never seen the Minions movies, honestly.
Oh man, that movie's funny.
But this did not get. I don't think it got quite the same response as the first one, because the first one was such a huge surprise. Nobody expected this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think. They didn't show her. Was there anything else at their conference?
No, I can tell you what wasn't there. Beyond
Go
Good and
ahead.
Evil 2.
Yep, and I can tell you what won't be at their next conference at E3 either.
Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so who do you want to talk about next?
Before we do, I just realized I had pulled an article up on Ubisoft's E3 conference, and it was on Kotaku, and I didn't even realize it. Jesus,
I hate Kotaku so much.
I actually gave them clicks, and oh my god, I should go flog myself in the garage.
I know. I fucking hate that website. And Polygon. I hate Polygon.
I don't know which one's worse. God, that makes me sad. Okay, but well, that's the problem, is there's not a whole lot to talk about, you know? Like, these conferences were... What, Square Enix had a conference?
Oh, God. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, why not?
So, did you guys want a dark and edgy hack-and-slash remake of Final Fantasy I, where the main character looks like every singer for a new metal band ever, and all the dialogue sounds like something you would write when you were 13 and tried to write a brooding, dark, edgy, mature character?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're getting that.
Yeah, the main thing that they showed was Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah, they started off with Guardians of the Galaxy, and they spent too damn long on it. They spent like 20 minutes of their conference on it.
Oh.
And the game doesn't look bad, but it looks exactly like the Avengers. And we all know how the Avengers turned out. You know?
Yeah. Does people still play? People still play it?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I just know everybody was fucking disappointed with the Avengers.
Yeah, it looks terrible. What else did they show? Life is Strange, which...
Oh, God, kill me.
Yeah, the less said about that, the better.
Yeah, they're remastering Life is Strange and whatever the fucking sequel to it was. And
if you want to play...
Even though those games came out in like 2016, they're getting remasters for some reason.
Yeah. If you want to play Polygon the video game, that would be Life is Strange.
Yeah. And then there's a new one, and they're going to release all three together or something.
Yeah. Yep.
They announced remasters of Final Fantasy 1 through 6. And it's coming to mobile phones and PC, and that's it.
That's right. That's what I was trying to think. That's right.
Why? Why isn't it coming to consoles?
Yeah, I don't... 1 through 6. Oh, for Steam and mobile, yeah.
Yeah, for Steam and mobile, and that's it. No console versions.
Who the fuck is going to play Final Fantasy on their phone?
Somebody must, or they wouldn't keep putting games on phones. And they spent a while talking about phone games at this.
I mean, I know that they can pump them out and just, rake in money with it, but Jesus. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine playing Final Fantasy on a phone. That just makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
What's the one Final Fantasy game they showed that was like a Stranger...
Yeah, Strangers in Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. That It's a remake of Final Fantasy 1 as an action hack and slash.
Right. Like a Demon Souls kind of.
Yeah. Did anybody want that?
No. The name of it sounds like a power metal album, though, like Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy.
The main character, like I said just a little bit ago, looks like the lead singer of every new metal band ever.
Yeah.
You put a fucking backwards cap on him that's red, and he'll look like Fred Durst.
He's got to hold the microphone upside down. That's the only way to do it.
And all of his dialogue in it was like, we need to kill chaos. I'm here to kill chaos. I have one purpose in life, and it is to kill chaos. He said it like 10 times in a minute and a half long trailer.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, that was Square.
And what was it that they ended with? Remember? It was fucking... The whole thing was underwhelming as shit. Really, really bad. Because the things you wanted Square to talk about, like Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 was not there. Final Fantasy 16 wasn't there.
Right, which was ridiculous. They had that Final Fantasy game that was like a shooter. Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier, right?
Yeah, that's a mobile phone game.
That's a mobile one? Okay.
Yeah. It is a mobile phone game that is a battle royale set in the Final Fantasy VII universe.
God.
Again, did anybody ask for this?
I don't understand. I mean, I've told you before, like, I don't see why anybody needed a Final Fantasy VII remake that's going to take 37,000 years to come out in pieces, but that's just me. But I mean, they're milking Final Fantasy VII to absolute death.
They've been doing that for a long time, yeah.
Yeah, it's their Skyrim for sure.
Yep. It's their Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, right.
I love Resident Evil 4 to death, but God, they milked that so hard.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, but this game, I heard people say, "Oh, this isn't really a remake of Final Fantasy." Like, watch somebody play through the demo. It is Final Fantasy 1. It's the warrior. The three title characters refer to themselves as the Warriors of Light, who is the group of heroes in Final Fantasy 1. They go to this decrepit, rundown castle to find what they believe to be chaos, and they find the Dark Knight Garland, who is the main villain of Final Fantasy 1. They find him, they find out that he kidnapped the Princess Sarah, who... That's how Final Fantasy 1 begins, is you fight Garland to get back Sarah and return her to the king. It's a remake of Final Fantasy 1. I don't know why they decided to go this route, but they did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Square's conference was terrible. They spent a while.
Yeah.
They spent a while talking about Avengers too. They talked about they're adding Wakanda to the game. Whoa.
Yeah.
I do not give a shit.
No. That game is never going to take off. It's not going to turn into No Man's Sky. It's not going to rebound.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck. Their conference, I don't understand why they even had one. They could have just sprinkled those games out in another conference.
Yeah. It's better than Capcom.
Oh, right. Capcom had one.
Yeah.
I mean, was that a conference?
Kind of. I mean, they spent most of their time talking about games that are already out.
Right, yeah. Let's see. Everything announced Capcom. Resident Evil Village announced.
Yeah, well, that's already out, and the only announcement that they had for Resident Evil Village that I recall is, hey, we're working on some DLC for it, and they didn't even have a trailer for that.
Right. But they showed, of course, because everyone has to have one, a Resident Evil online multiplayer.
Yeah, that was announced before the game came out. I don't remember what it's called, but it lets you play as like the different bioweapons from across the series, like Mr. X and Nemesis and all that shit.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I'm not really looking for multiplayer when I'm playing my survival horror game.
No, I don't understand why Resident Evil would need one, but
let's see, they talked about Monster Hunter, and I couldn't even tell you what was new and what wasn't because I know dick all about Monster Hunter.
I know I played. Was it the last one? I think I played the last one for a little bit.
What?
And Monster Hunter World.
Oh yeah, I heard that was good.
Yeah, it's good. Like, I mean, I liked it. I didn't get fully into it. Like I should have given it more time, but I don't know that series is still kind of like crazy to me because I don't know what's what, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I have never played it, so I don't really have room to speak on that. But they talked about Monster Hunter, so that's a thing.
And Ace Attorney.
Yeah, they talked about Ace Attorney, and then they talked about esports, and that was it. That was their entire conference.
Once again, why?
Well, I don't know why. Yeah, it's a good question. Why did they bother? You spent like 30 minutes, and you spent 10 minutes on each thing, and literally all you could have done is like, hey, we're working on new DLC for this, and this, bye.
Yeah, they showed up and farted and left. I mean, I just do not see the point of that.
Yep. You know who else did that? Gearbox.
They had a conference?
Yeah, it was Randy Pitchford running around the set of the Borderlands movie as it was filming, with strategically placed camera angles to make sure you didn't see any costumes or sets or anything else. And he talked about the movie and their games and upcoming projects. And it kept cutting back to this guy saying over and over, hey, Homeworld 3 is coming. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it was 95% filler, probably.
Yeah, I just looked up. I didn't even see that. I didn't even know they had one. It looks like I did not miss much.
Yeah, that's... I mean, one of the characters, Tiny Tina, I think is her name, is getting an offshoot game from Borderlands. There's a Borderlands movie coming, and it's got an all-star cast.
Who cares?
Yeah, I honestly don't care, because I have no faith in it being good, because it's a video game movie.
Right. Isn't Kevin Hart in it?
Yeah, Kevin Hart is one of the people Randy Pitchford talked to.
Oh, great.
Yeah. They talked about Homeworld 3 coming. They talked about Tiny Tina's Borderlands Adventures or something. There was so little at this conference, I had trouble paying attention to it. So I don't remember what all they talked about.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like they talked about hardly anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was possible to get a conference that was a bigger waste of time than Capcom until I saw that.
Right. What a joke.
Yeah. Are you sensing the theme that E3 sucked this year?
Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah, and everybody's like, hey, Nintendo saved E3 by... I mean, was Nintendo anything more than just decent?
No, and I didn't think. I thought Xbox was the best.
Yeah, so did I. I have my problems with Xbox. Same problem I have every year with Xbox. They show too many CGI trailers and not enough gameplay.
Yeah, for sure. Well, which do you want to talk about? Nintendo and Xbox last, or
Yeah, those are the last two we've got.
Okay.
At least as far as I watched.
yeah, me too.
Because I'm done torturing myself now. I don't want to watch anymore. I heard Take Two was literally nothing but them spewing SJW nonsense for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
Fucking kill me.
Yep.
But yeah, you want to talk Microsoft or Nintendo?
Let's do Nintendo, because there's some Microsoft stuff I want to go in depth on.
Yeah. Okay, so there was one thing at Nintendo that got me really, really fucking hyped. Metroid Dread.
That looks cool. It looks really cool.
We're getting a new 2D side-scrolling Metroid game.
And it looked awesome.
And it's a sequel to Metroid Fusion, which was so old that it's a Game Boy Advance game. And it looks really, really good.
Yeah, it looked great.
No news on Metroid Prime 4, but we're getting this, so I can forgive it.
Well, they mentioned Metroid Prime 4 and said that they're working diligently or something.
Yeah.
Which was... I can't believe they didn't have anything to show for it. I mean, it's geez.
Yeah.
They've been game forever now. It's like, you don't have anything?
Yeah, I would have been more angry about that if it wasn't for Dread.
Yeah, Metroid Dread looks awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you ask me, this is the best thing Nintendo showed.
Since they showed a decent amount of it, yeah, obviously they closed with Breath of the Wild 2, which will be incredible, looks awesome, but they didn't show that much.
Yeah, they showed very little of Breath of the Wild 2, just enough to let you know, hey, it's coming.
Yeah, and it looks amazing. I can't fucking wait, but yeah, I would say Dread's the best thing, just because you actually got to see, a decent amount.
Yeah, they actually had quite a bit of gameplay at the what was it, Nintendo Treehouse thing or whatever they...
Oh, right, yeah, they do that after their conference every year.
Yeah, they actually had a fair amount of gameplay at that, which was cool to see.
Oh, it looks so good.
And I'm super excited for that. I go back and forth on my favorite game Nintendo's ever made being Super Metroid or Link to the Past. That's how much I like Metroid.
Man, what would my favorite Nintendo game be? Jeez.
It's a tough choice, I know.
It would probably... Oh, man, it'd probably be something that I would get crucified for, but I loved Mario Sunshine.
I have played, I played very little of Sunshine, so...
I loved Wind Waker. I played Wind Waker like it was, going to school. I played that game so much.
I played Wind Waker quite a bit. I didn't get quite as much into that as I did Link's Twilight Princess. God damn it.
Twilight. See, I liked Wind Waker more. I don't know why. That game, I swear, it just spoke to me when I played it. I fucking love the art style. I love the gameplay, the little boat, everything about that game I loved.
Yeah. The remasters of those two games is pretty much the only reason that I want a Wii U.
Yeah.
So I can play those.
I've got one, but I can't remember the last time I fired it up.
Yeah. I wish they would just fucking port those to the goddamn Switch. Instead, we are getting a remaster of... The fuck is the one for the Wii?
Skyward Sword?
Yeah, we're getting a remaster of that for the Switch.
Yeah.
And that actually pissed off a lot of people because there's an amiibo for that, and you have to have the amiibo to be able to get fast travel, and I'm just going to say that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I like Nintendo, but I hate their business practices.
Yeah, I mean, they're still a Japanese company. You know, they're very set in their ways.
Yeah. They started off by announcing, what's his name? The guy from Tekken. Heihachi's son.
Yeah, there was a lot of Smash Brothers stuff with Tekken.
Yeah, Heihachi's son, whose name is escaping me, is coming to Tekken. And then there's coming to Smash. And they did the whole throwing people into a volcano thing that's famous from Tekken. With him throwing different Nintendo characters into it. And I thought that was pretty clever. Thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I haven't played Smash in forever, but I know people are still super into it.
Yeah.
And, you know, the next character, it's always a big thing. So.
Yeah, I wish they would put Crash in it.
Oh, that'd be fun. They, God, I just remember Mario Golf. Like that.
Yeah.
They showed
off Mario Golf. Yeah, they did. I never played that series.
So oh my God, I love it.
I mean, I've always heard that it's actually pretty fun, but I've just never played it.
I love the Mario sports games. Like, I still play Mario Tennis. Like, that game's a blast. Mario Kart. I mean, but I always love Mario Golf. I think it's either out or it's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah. That was one of those cases. So, you know this exists. We're reminding you that it exists to get hyped for its release in like a week.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it looked awesome. I might pick that up then.
So, who remembers Advance Wars?
Right, yeah.
Back on the Game Boy Advance. 1 and 2 are getting remakes, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun.
I remember, I didn't play it myself, but I remember knowing people that just fell in love with Advance Wars.
Mm-hmm. I played it. I don't have like many memories of it, to be honest. But I know I played it.
Yeah, I hope that does well because I want to encourage Nintendo to experiment outside of Mario Zelda all the time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, Nintendo have so much that they could do that they just don't.
Yeah.
I was honestly surprised. I was kind of surprised, like, a new big Mario game wasn't hinted at, or at least, you know, something.
No, but we're getting a new WarioWare.
Yeah.
So if you like the WarioWare minigame collections, and I know there are a lot of people that are really into that, we're getting a new one.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, are there?
I mean, they kept making them, so they must have sold well.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. That one didn't get me going much, but I mean, if that's your thing, for sure, you know.
Minigame collections pretty much never get me going much. Not even like Mario Party does it for me.
I don't like Mario Party, yeah.
Which, speaking of which, they are doing something that fans have been wanting them to do forever. Remix and remaster classic Mario Party boards that fans love from the originals way back in the day and making a new game out of them. So that's cool if you're a fan. Which, not for me, but...
Yeah, no, if that's what you're into, I mean, that's awesome.
But obviously it's got a big fan base. How the fuck else did they reach like 11 of them?
Right.
So that's coming, so that's pretty cool. Do we have any fucking clue what Retro Studios is doing?
Have they announced anything?
Are they working on Metroid Prime 4? Because I know they did the first 3, but it's been so long, I don't know who the fuck's working on 4.
They are involved in it, yeah. They're currently, yeah.
That's probably why we haven't heard anything from them in a while.
I would love a new Donkey Kong for the Switch.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Donkey Kong
Donkey Kong.
Country.
Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze was fantastic.
I didn't play Tropical Freeze. I played some of Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii, and that shit's fun as hell.
Yeah, so good.
It's got so much of the vibe that made the original Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo so fucking good.
Yeah.
So that I would love to see a new one. I'm glad we're getting a new Metroid.
Yeah. I do see a story online that says Retro Studios is remodeling its headquarters in 2021 to aid into the development of Metroid Prime 4, which tells me it's going to be a while before that fucking game comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Nintendo was good. It was okay. It wasn't nearly one of their better ones.
Yeah, I think it's not so much that they saved E3, it's that just by being decent, they were way fucking better than most other conferences.
Yeah, because you'd have just had one halfway good conference. It would have been Xbox. And
yeah, when this came out, Xbox was the only other company that had a decent conference.
Yep.
And even then, I wasn't blown away by it. It was just decent.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah.
There were things at it that I was blown away by. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about Xbox.
Stalker looks so good.
Yep. I would say that that's probably my game of the show.
Oh, you and me both. Oh my god, I was so impressed with this. It looks so...
Yep.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah, that... Oh my god. That looks absolutely insane.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, and it's got that classic Stalker atmosphere, which if you didn't play Stalker back in the day, that had atmosphere for days.
Oh man.
Like Silent Hill 2 levels of atmosphere.
Yeah. I've always been super into Chernobyl, so I loved that fucking game.
Yeah. And this is coming from someone who isn't even a PC gamer. He loved it.
Yep. Oh no, yeah, we had I remember our home PC and like every setting that we could get that game to run on,
Yeah.
And I would just sit and play it for constant, which I'm actually thinking about. I kind of want to get a gaming PC. It's been so long.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it might be a little bit tough right now because the graphics card market is just fucked.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, Stalker 2 looks amazing, and
Yep.
That's probably my favorite game of the show.
I think it's definitely mine.
Yeah.
It's definitely mine.
Diablo 2 is finally it's getting a remaster, and the remaster looks really, really good. It looks like everything that you made me love Diablo 2 originally is still intact, and it just looks a lot better.
Yeah, it looks real. I'm gonna take a back step real quick. One more thing about Stalker that has me even more excited.
Go ahead.
It's day one Games Pass.
Oh, right. It's on Xbox Games, so that's cool.
I have Games Pass, and I think it's fucking incredible. So I can download that day one. I literally can't wait.
Yeah. But the first Diablo and Diablo 3 both got console ports. Diablo 2 never did. So it's,
right.
In my eyes at least, it's kind of a big deal that this is coming to Xbox and presumably PlayStation.
Yeah, maybe. Is it? I mean, is it going to?
I don't know about PlayStation, but it is very least coming to the Xbox.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, obviously, it's coming to the Xbox, but Diablo 2 resurfaced. Yeah, PS5.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, and the Switch.
I'm glad it's coming to the consoles because I love this game. It makes it into my top 10 games of all time. That's how much I love Diablo 2. And I want more people to play it and experience what's so special about it, you know?
Oh man, I think it's being on Xbox right now. Like, obviously, PS5 and coming to the Series X, and I don't know if that'll be a Games Pass game. I don't know, but just the fact that it's coming to console is fantastic.
Yeah, that makes me really, really happy. And Diablo can work well on consoles. I mean, Diablo 3 worked well on the consoles.
Yeah.
It was a good port. And it on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it ran at 60 frames per second, so it was butter smooth.
Oh, it's going to look fantastic. I'm definitely going to get it from an Xbox. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm super excited to play that because I love Diablo so very much. And that was one of the ones that got me really excited. And I also kind of feel guilty for being really excited about that because Blizzard has done so much to piss me off in recent years.
Yeah.
I don't want to give them money, you know?
No, I get it.
I don't want to get into that because that gets into the realm of the political really quickly because of some of the things they've done. But, yeah, Blizzard's really pissed me off, and I am super excited for this and also kind of feel guilty about being super excited for it. But, let's see, what else did they show?
They showed, what was like the Left 4 Dead game?
Back for Blood.
Yeah, right. I wasn't into it. I know people are excited for it, but like I personally wasn't into it.
It looks like more Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I put this shit out of that back of the day. Okay. Hope it's good. You know?
Yeah, they showed CG trailers for sure.
They started off with Todd Howard.
Oh, right.
I want to bitch about this. Okay, so they start off with Todd Howard, and you think, oh boy, we're going to get the Elder Scrolls 6, we're going to get something on Starfield, and we did get something on Starfield. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I know as much about Starfield now as I did before I watched the damn trailer.
Well, what's crazy is I remember a couple years ago him talking about Starfield, and he's like, it's Skyrim in space. And then after this trailer, he was asked what it is, and he said, it's Skyrim in space. I was like, okay.
There wasn't a single shred of gameplay in it. This was all CG. And there wasn't even that much storytelling in it.
No, and like, look, I'm hyped for it. Yeah, I'm excited because Skyrim in space. It sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, I love Skyrim.
He said it's a Han Solo simulator. I'm like, okay, but if this game has been in development for that fucking long, right? And I know we talked about this, and it comes out in less than a year, and they didn't show gameplay of it, it's not coming out.
Yeah,
I guarantee that gets delayed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that got delayed, and I wouldn't be surprised if Halo Infinite gets delayed again. Speaking of Halo Infinite, this had a much better showing this time around.
Yeah, I mean, mostly multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait for it. It looks awesome. I personally don't think multiplayer was the way to go.
Yeah.
Because this was like, when they had that last one with Halo and people came away kind of bitching about the graphics and this and that, they should have came out to blow everybody away with Halo.
Yeah.
And instead it was like, here's multiplayer. Like, I was so disappointed.
Yeah, I like the little bit of story that we got where he's got a new AI with him called, what was she called, the Weapon?
Something, yeah.
And they're talking about what happened to Cortana after the end of 4 and in 5 and shit like that. I'm like, okay, these two seem to have a good dynamic. This could work. Mm-hmm. But there wasn't any there. I was hoping for some campaign footage. We didn't get any.
Yeah, no, I was really bummed. I really feel like they should have had... I feel like they should have had half their conference been Halo this year and just like a big blowout of Halo.
Yeah.
Because to me, it just kind of came across as another game.
Yeah. But graphically, it did look a lot better, which is important.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously I'm going to buy it, but I was just disappointed. I feel like they should have done a lot more.
Oh, Montreal is gonna get swept. Sorry, I just saw the final for the hockey game.
What's the score?
6-3, Lightning. Montreal's gonna get swept.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Halo looks pretty good. They ended their conference, and I'm jumping ahead here, but they ended their conference with a big, long CGI story-only, no gameplay trailer.
Which one? Jesus, sorry. Which one was it?
It was that quirky character, post-apocalyptic open-world vampire game.
Oh, right.
Redfall, I think. From the people that did... what the fuck is that stealth game that Bethesda's got under their...
Dishonored.
Yeah, Dishonored, from the group that did Dishonored. Which they keep pushing as, like, this is one of our major studios, even though, as far as I could tell, they haven't had a big hit since the first Dishonored.
No. No, Dishonored 2 bombed.
And then you got everybody in the world saying Prey was good, but it didn't do financially all that well either.
No.
But they keep pushing this company like they're the big thing.
I mean, I know why, but it's a social justice company pretty much at this point.
Yeah. We didn't get anything out of id Software, really.
No. They did show, I was really excited that Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming to Games Pass.
Oh yeah, it's coming to console too, so it's coming to the Xbox Series X, which is cool.
It looks phenomenal, and it has a Top Gun expansion, which is, I can't wait.
So if you want to kind of just relax and take to the skies and in whatever kind of jet you want to or whatever,
yep,
you can do, like, that's what I would do with Flight Simulator, just kind of...
I'm a total aviation nut, so, like, man, this game's gonna be... That's just gonna be one of those perfect, like, pour a drink, sit down, and just chill.
Yeah, that's what I'd do with it. That's what it looks like.
And then find people you know's houses and crash your plane on top of them.
Yeah.
They showed the Sea of Thieves, the Pirates of the Caribbean crossover. That did look pretty cool, I thought.
Yeah. I have to wonder how much pull Pirates of the Caribbean has at this point, because they made movies until the profitability just fucking cratered for that series.
Well, the last movie was just, I mean, I loved all of them, but the last one was so fucking terrible. Oh my god, it was bad.
Yeah, so that was my thought when I saw that. I was like, is Pirates of the Caribbean really a big name anymore?
I think so. I think it'll be enough to drive some sales for it. I still think there's a decent amount of pull there. Plus, it was Captain Jack, and I know they're rebooting Pirates of the Caribbean, and he's not going to be in it because he's getting unfairly fucked over. But that's who people want,
Yeah.
And hey, offhand, fuck Amber Heard. That woman is such a thunder cunt.
Yeah. At the very least, I'm glad that we're bringing attention to, not to dig too deep into politics or anything, but to men that go through abuse. Like, usually that doesn't get much attention at all, and this is high profile, so it is, and I'm glad.
Every single person who shit talked that guy needs to fucking apologize.
Yeah, every single one.
He got so railroaded. I mean, barely get a movie now. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Which is shameful because he's a really talented actor with good comedic timing.
Oh, he's one of the best. Yeah, and you still have people, after all the shit that's come out, still people are complaining if he shows up in anything. Oh, it's Johnny Depp. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, well, it was at this conference where they announced the what the fuck was they announced something for Far Cry where you'll be able to play as the villains. Do you know what that was?
Oh, yeah, it was I think it was DLC for Far Cry 6.
Yeah, and that you could play as Voss, and you could play as Pagan Min and Joseph Seed.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope they throw the Jackal from 2 in there, just because that'd be fun.
Oh, they probably will.
And throw the Jackal in there, and throw in that cybernetic guy. What was it? Sloan. Throw in Sloan from Blood Dragon. That would be awesome.
Yeah, was that at the Ubisoft conference they showed that?
It was either at Ubisoft or Microsoft because the game was shown at both.
Yeah, right. I know they showed a bunch of games coming to Games Pass. They announced on the show that the newest Yakuza Like a Dragon was going to Game Pass that day, which is awesome.
Yeah, I've never played that series. I've heard it's very, very good.
Love the Yakuza series. The new one, Like a Dragon, it's like an RPG fighting game now. So instead of which I'm kind of turned off by because I love kind of the button smashing and picking your different fight styles. Yep. But it still looks fun, and plus being on Games Pass, that's awesome.
It's at least worth a try if you have Games Pass.
Oh, for sure, download it. Yeah. Yakuza blast. It's so great.
I kind of like RPGs anyway. Except for the kind of I'm currently playing through Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love RPGs, but I love the brawling style of the previous Yakuza games. So this one's kind of it's definitely different, but they showed Battlefield 2042 gameplay.
Yeah, that looked pretty cool. Pretty good. That looked that got a much more positive reaction than 5 ever did.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just know there was Battlefield 4 and then Battlefield 2042.
And 0 and 1. You forgot 1.
Right, yeah. I'm not the only one who forgot 1.
I mean, 1 wasn't a bad game. It was better than that one we imagined that happened between 4 and 21, whatever.
Yeah, like an alternate universe that happened, I think.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1 was better than that mass hallucination.
Yeah. Good God. No, Battlefield 2042 looked fucking sweet, man. That looked really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was pretty excited for that.
Did you ever play Psychonauts?
I played a demo of it. A long time ago, and I remember it being awesome.
Yeah, it's a great game. The new one looks cool. That looks really fun.
Yeah. I wish someone would slap Tim Schafer around until he decides to make Brutal Legend 2, though.
Brutal Legend 2, yep.
Oh, God, I want that so bad.
Could not agree more.
Well, yeah, it's made for people like you and me, so I would expect you to.
One of my totally favorite games.
Yeah, it's awesome. And shame you can't get Lemmy back for it, but...
Oh, man, I know.
Because Lemmy played the... What was it? You went to him to get upgrades or something? I don't remember what his role was.
Yeah, he was Lemmy was like God or something in the game.
Yeah, the Guardian of Metal was Ozzy, which was awesome.
Yep. Oh man, God, that game, you could find all the music tracks, the hidden tracks. Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah. Any game that begins with you standing on a pile of skulls, killing guys while Children of the Grave plays, I'm in.
Yep.
God, that's so fucking... I want a sequel to that. Yeah, Psychonauts 2 does look really, really good.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. It's another one that's coming to Game Pass day one.
Yeah, that's another one that's been in development forever.
Yeah.
But that sounds like it's finally getting ready to come out.
Yeah, hopefully it's not going to get delayed.
Yeah. Would you be surprised, though?
No, God, no. It's supposed to be, what, August? It says August 25th, so I would not be surprised
so
if they
many
delay.
games are being delayed till next year.
Yeah, I don't trust any release dates.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see, like, if Halo got delayed till next year, it wouldn't surprise me.
No, Halo wouldn't surprise me. I'm pretty positive Stalker's going to get delayed.
Yeah.
Well, they announced The Outer Worlds 2. I didn't play the first one.
I didn't play the first one either. I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good.
It's from the same company. It's from the same guys that did. I mean, kind of the same, because there's a lot of new people there and a lot of old people are gone and moved on. But same company that made New Vegas, and New Vegas is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
3, I wish they would do like a package remaster of 3 in New Vegas. That would make me so happy.
Yeah, that was a pretty big rumor there for a little bit.
Yeah, it never came to pass. It popped up again recently, like, oh, they're going to remaster or remake 3 in New Vegas, and I'm like, I've heard this rumor several times. I'll believe it when I see it. Like, if Microsoft marches into their office and goes, remaster this so it will actually run well on modern PCs, I would be happy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but Fallout 3 runs like trash on modern PCs.
Right. Yeah, I've heard. I have not heard good things.
Which is a shame, because it's a really, really good RPG.
Yeah.
Oh, they also announced the when memes become reality with the Xbox mini fridge.
It was pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I love that they're like, you know what? Let's actually fucking do that. That's funny. I like that.
You know, that's what I love Microsoft right now, because they just seem to be having fun, you know?
Yeah.
They not taking things too seriously. I mean, they should be taking some things too seriously, Halo, but they just seem to be enjoying themselves, which is great.
Mm-hmm. And can't really say that they don't have lots of good games listed, because it certainly looks like they do.
Oh man, they have a pretty fucking solid lineup coming out.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon looked really good.
Yeah, they did show off. They showed off quite a bit of gameplay for Forza Horizon, which.
Yeah, it really looked good. I'm excited.
It's set in Mexico, and if you've ever been to Mexico before, you're like, yeah, this is exactly what it looks like. This is exactly what Mexico looks like.
Dusty.
Yeah. Beautiful, though. Kind of dry, very beautiful, though.
Yeah, man, I'm very, very excited. I love Last One. It's so fun.
Yeah. Overall, a decent conference. Now, what was that one game where they're like 4-player, co-op, survival, open world, and then it gave you the title of the trailer? Contraband.
Oh, Contraband.
What the fuck was that trailer?
Yeah, why was that there?
I don't fucking know. Like, that was a nothing trailer if I've ever fucking seen
And
it.
it's Avalanche Studios.
Yeah. Are they the ones that did Rage 2?
I believe so. Yeah.
I need to play that. I kind of like the first Rage.
I just like another open world co-op shooter.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Give me single player stuff, damn it. Like, I like co-op games, especially if I can play them couch co-op or with a friend or something. But most of my time is spent playing single player stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I just there's so many of them now. It's so crazy.
Yeah. Is that a wrap then?
I guess, is there... Let me look through this list one more time, see if there's any more.
Talk about.
Let's see. Halo, Stalker, Battlefield. Couple weird ass games. Oh, Doom Eternal's coming to the Games Pass with the next gen upgrade.
Yeah, which is cool because it gets ray tracing and a few other features, which is
Right.
awesome.
Elder Scroll Online, don't care.
Yeah, I don't care about MMORPGs.
A Plague's Tale, Requiem. I didn't play the first
Neither
one.
did I.
Snowboarding. There we go.
The only snowboarding game that I remember is Riders Republic.
Oh man, what was the one? SSX. I love SSX.
Yeah, I was talking specifically shown at E3 though.
Oh, I thought you meant snowboarding in general.
No, they showed Riders Republic at Ubisoft stage at E3. It had snowboarding in it,
Oh, okay.
and among a bunch of other sports. And it's like, yeah, this looks like steep, but with more environments.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much what it is, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it.
All right, then. Well, thank you, everybody, for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. Let us know what you thought of the different conferences. Do you think it sucked as much as we did? Because most of it was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, on a grade, I would definitely give it an F.
Yeah. The only two decent conferences were Nintendo and Microsoft.
And they were, yeah, I mean, they couple big games, but overall, ugh.
Yeah, overall it was mostly just boring.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you could share this video, that would help us out a lot. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.
See ya.